Your average black man is reporting to y'all live from within the PSYOP right now, nigga. We in it. Your eyes are portals to your soul. They, ladies and gentlemen, are trying to normalize adult, old, greasy men, politicians being with kids. This is the spiritual warfare. We have become desensitized to the darkest elements of our existence. Guard your gaze.
By the way, America, we the media.
Average Black Man Pod back at it again. Guys, it has been quite a long hiatus. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I really wasn't going to come back until we had updates on the Carmelo Anthony case. Because I think brother got to go to jail. Run that Charleston clip.
No, man, you got to go to jail. You got to go.
Brother got to go to jail. But anyway, I was timing my return for you guys when we had significant updates in the cases of not just Carmelo Anthony, but the Tyler Chase Butler case out in Virginia, the black homeowner who shot and killed, I think it was one out of four teenagers who was trying to literally kick in his door, his back door.
Flashback.
Tyler Chase Butler, a 27-year-old African-American man from Spotsylvania County, Virginia, has been charged with murder after fatally shooting 18-year-old Michael Bosworth Jr., a white high school senior who was in a backyard filming TikTok pranks with his friends around 3 a.m. on Saturday.
End of flashback.
And now he's in jail. No bond. Still, mind you guys, similar cases where people have died in the same instance as the kid in Virginia from Tyler Chase Butler. It has occurred. Long story short, let's stop playing those games. Let's just stop playing those games. People ain't really playing. A lot of, folks are on edge these days. Did we play Ding Dong Ditch when I was a kid? I don't think we did stupid stuff. We played like two-hand touch and tackle on the street, football, folks hitting their heads on curbs and shit. Yeah, but Ding Dong Ditch, nah, bro. We knew folks on Oxford Hall Drive had guns. We knew folks on the site court had guns. So we weren't playing those games as a kid when I was coming up. That being said, I was planning the Average Black Man Pod returning once we got new updates and information with those two cases, but I wanted to come back now because of what's going on with these files, you know? So I'll say again, welcome back to the Average Black Man Pod, my fellow Goyim. I kid. But no, in all seriousness, I need everyone to just check this out. And I'm gonna make it very quick. Your eyes are portals to your soul. Let me run that back. Your eyes are a portal, a gateway to your soul. Okay? We need to be very careful as it pertains to what we allow to cross our gates. Guard your gates. In all seriousness, I think that was Sister Lauryn Hill that sang that song. That's where I first heard that song was Queen and Slim's soundtrack. Yup. It's very important to guard these gates, man. Because the things that we're seeing and the things that we're being exposed to, the things that are being exposed, the things that are being revealed, there is some crazy-ish being revealed right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are actually finding out in real time that the people who control the quote unquote free world are doing some absolutely heinous and insidious ish out here. Seriously, with children. It's terrible. It's bad. It's really bad. Okay. The president's implicated in this stuff. It's nasty work. The stuff that they are revealing in these files is nasty work. But I'm getting back to the original point about the eyes being gateways and portals to the soul because I honestly believe that this is the psychological attack. This is the PSYOP, y'all. We are live in the PSYOP right now. Your average black man is reporting to y'all live from within the PSYOP right now, nigga. We in it. Okay? We in it. How? We keep digesting this stuff. If you on social media, it's hard to miss it, brother. Just turn it off. At this point, I'm turning it off. It's subconsciously being downloaded into all of us, bro. We have become desensitized to the darkest elements of our existence, right? Because it's the repetition of the desensitizing material that is going past the gateways and the portals to our soul. And we're consistently seeing it. This ain't normal, bro. Politicians chopping up babies on boats, folks eating excrement out the baby's intestines on the boat. The ambassador to Mexico comes to find out he's implicated in getting an 11-year-old pregnant. And then the federal police in Mexico, they catch on to that. They go to arrest this guy, and he gets an ex-Marine to step in and serve his sentence because they sentenced him to a life sentence. The ex ambassador for America to Mexico has an active warrant for avoiding sentencing. They gave him a life sentence. They said, "Bro, you going to prison for life, bro. You impregnated an 11-year-old girl, and this ain't like we just throwing accusations on you with nothing, trying to make you disappear. This ain't what we do. We're not doing that to you. No, 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 no. That's not what this is. What this is, bro, is like, here's the kid that the girl had. We ran his DNA. He is 100% you, bro. That's your kid. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is nasty, bro. This is so nasty. The nastiness of it is not normal. And we can't keep downloading and processing this information because the more your subconscious sees this and downloads this, the more it's conditioned to normalize it. That's why I believe we're live in the MK Ultra. We're live in the PSYOP. We're right here in it. They're trying to really force this in. PDF file, PDF file, PDF file, partying with minors, partying with minors, partying with minors, impregnating a little kid. Are you serious, bro? There's nothing normal about that. It's not normal. And the repetition of it ain't normal either. I'll be honest with you, and I shared this with my wife earlier. When Charlie Kirk got assassinated, mind you, there's a time difference from where I'm at. So when Charlie Kirk got assassinated, I think my time, it was like 11 in the morning, bro. It was like 10, 11 in the morning. And like I shared with her, I almost threw up because the terminology is all incorrect. When I hear people say, "Yeah, man, Charlie Kirk, he died and he died," your grandma dies, your papa dies of old age, heart disease, heart failure, you know, that's not normal, bro. There's nothing normal about that. That was an execution. That wasn't someone dying. That was someone being killed. That was a dad, a husband, a son, a brother, a uncle being killed in front of everybody, live for the world to see on social media, for it to be replayed thousands of times, for us to all download past the gates of our souls, for our subconscious to really see this and observe. That's not normal, bro. That's not normal. For public executions to be shared at mass like that fast. Nah, that's not normal, and I'm not ever accepting it as normal, bro. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not accepting that as normal. That's not normal. None of this is normal, bro. Guard your gaze. Nobody is talking about what this is doing to people's minds. That's why I think this is a psyop. Hearing about PDF file politicians doing this kind of crazy stuff over, the repetition of it is none of it is not normal. And everything doesn't deserve access to your inner world. It don't. When you repeatedly consume dark material, your nervous system doesn't even register it as exposure after a while. it registers it as normal. They, ladies and gentlemen, are trying to normalize adults, adult, old, greasy men, politicians being with kids. They tried to pull it off with the DSM-5, all right? The Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Psychological Disorders in America. Yes, they tried to pull it off with the DSM-5. It didn't go down. This is how they try to continue to push it for the next one.
When the DSM-5 came out last year, that's the Bible of diagnoses, they say they accidentally put pedophilia in as a sexual orientation. Having sex with kids accidentally was not listed in the DSM as an illness. They had to quickly fix to change that. And I think they did that on purpose because there's an organization called the North American Association for Man and Boy Love. They're trying to normalize and legalize pedophilia.
Oh, no, we got to blow them up
It's
right
on the
now.
internet.
We
North
gotta
American Association.
That sounds
No, they gotta
crazy.
die.
Oh my goodness. In
No,
fact,
no.
it's already been predicted that when the next DSM comes out, pedophilia will be normal behavior.
It's programming of the subconscious mind, y'all. That's what this is, man. Hearing about sex trafficking and sex abuse over and over and over is not normal, bro. Reading about pedophilia and these crimes is not normal. Your mind ain't a trash can. Your mind's a divine temple. So when the stuff started really pouring out, I think there is a large contingency of people who were like, they saw it once, that's all they needed to see. I think there's an even larger contingency of people who didn't even need to see it. A lot of people did not need to go and look at these redacted emails and try to read around the redactions to understand what they overstand already, which is the fact that this system is ran by the enemy, but it's on its last leg. It's the final act of a fallen kingdom. It knows it's finished. Time is up. It knows. This system knows. Everybody playing for this system. Somewhere within them, they understand or they overstand that time is almost up for them.
Did you know every superpower has an expiration date? Historian Sir John Glubb studied 3,000 years of history and found a shocking pattern. Great empires, from ancient Assyria to the Pax Romana to the mighty British Empire, almost always collapse around the 250-year mark. He called it the fate of empires. But here's the twist. He found they don't usually die from outside invasion. They die from internal division. So, guess how old the United States of America turns in 2026?
I've had some folks make some weird offers to me in this world. I'm 30 now. People will approach you to sell your soul in different ways. Sometimes they'll try to invite you to a party. Be my special guest. You be my super special guest, man. Sometimes it's a trip. It could be a business retreat. All kind of different ways they try to get you to sell. I ain't doing it, bro. Your average black man ain't doing it. My wife know this. My father know this, bro. Them the two people that really I have to say know me best, know how I talk on the regular basis, just know how I get down. I ain't doing it, bro. I ain't giving up no ass. I ain't doing no gay shit for none of this, bro. This is material. It's not real. The money ain't real. We've covered that. It's backed by your full faith and credit. What? It was once backed by gold, but in silver, but that's just not the case anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Our faith in this system is what keeps it going. The talk about people not filing their taxes, not paying their property taxes, not participating in the economy for one day, yeah, it sounds good. The unity just ain't there. The cohesion is not there. These people are afraid of us. And that is a fact.
I believe in exploring all nonviolent options and alternatives. But when those alternatives are still unable to protect the vulnerable, then there's justification of certain kinds of violence and war.
Because they know that their original design and function was to serve us. The founding fathers even said that, as wild as those dudes were. They was like, bro, we here to serve y'all. A revolution on 2% tax and on tea and paper. Here y'all are. Here we all are. Giving up a minimum of like 20 to 30% a year. Off the muscle. No one's asking any questions no more. It's like everyone is acquiescing to a certain degree. The acquiescence of the people around me has actually strengthened the relationship, in my honest opinion, with my father and I, because we both ain't we both don't care for the system. And it makes me miss my Uncle Cortez more because like my Uncle Cortez, everybody would be like, man, Cortez smart. Cortez smart as a mug. And I knew Cortez was smart. I spent so much time around that man before he passed. That man was brilliant. He didn't care for this system. My Uncle Cortez understood that a Rolls Royce was just a dressed up BMW. It was like it's a BMW with a tuxedo. Literally, he used to say that. A Lexus? You know what a Lexus is, man? A Lexus is a Toyota with a dress shirt on and a 30% markup. You're welcome. You know what a Porsche is? A dressed up Beetle, an extended, stretched out, dressed up Beetle with a bigger engine. It ain't real. People are doing heinous, crazy things for access to material things in this human experience when this human experience is so limited. And oh my goodness, bro, it's scary yet interesting because the average black man has started his own independent Bible study, right? Reading the Bible from Genesis to Revelations. I need to find the book of Enoch as well, get it in there. I think I'm somewhere around like chapter 17 of Genesis. I'm going real slow, y'all. I'm taking my time because for me it makes like my imagination work overtime almost. Quadruple overtime. Thinking about things like God, Jehovah creating hell for Satan and his minions. Because them boys, they thought, oh man, the worst he could do to us if we try him is make us cease to exist. Boy, were they wrong, man. Were they freaking wrong? So, your average black man, this makes me think, like, man, that just means that Jehovah God's power has to be so much more immense than anything than we can potentially imagine, conceptualize, draw out, CGI up, AI up, any of that. It's beyond that. This man said, you thought the worst that I could do to you is make you just go away, make you not exist anymore? Well, you have no idea. I just created all of that outside of time. This is the spiritual warfare. You know how they say it get real in the field? Yeah, the field, the energy field. Magnets, electromagnets, your body, us. That's us. This is an energy field. And you need to protect your energy. Your toroidal flow of your energy. Look up some torus art, some torus field art. Hold on, let me pull up some of that. Show average black man pull up some toroidal art so I can show y'all how your average black man sees things literally. How I see these people. I see these people like John Carpenter's They Live. I'm not joking. I see these people like John Carpenter's They Live, and I have since I was a child. Ask my sisters, I used to play with my hands and fingers and crap in church. It was crazy.
What's your problem?
People used to think I was really off my rockers at like 4, 5, 6 years old, bro. No, bro. When I take off my glasses, I can't see anything physically. I can see everything that I need to.
I've got one that can see.
I thank God for it. I thank God for my parents, for my name. I'm grateful. Toroidal art of humans. Look into it, y'all. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is how your average black man actually sees folks, bro. I can see you, bro. You reptiles, you mofos. Y'all not invisible, bro. I see y'all. I see y'all, bro. I see you. I can see you, bro. Stop playing with me. I see you. Bro, I already see you, bro. I can hear you. I can see you. You ain't even saying a word. I can hear you and I can see you. I see people just like this.
Flashback.
I was at a house party at I think early 20s. Back left corner of the house party, I had come there with 3 good friends. I saw 2 individuals walk in the front door. Mind you, it's very dark, LED lights, string rope lights, limited visibility in this space. I see 2 figures come through the front door, shadowy, right? It's kind of dark in there. But this right here, this field was red. And the entire time that the party was going, the fields of all the other individuals in there were pretty much purple, blue, and green, which is straight because purple is, that the highest frequency color. Purple. It's a good color. That red and that orange is what you need to, be looking out for. And when those two came through the door, they were bright, glowing red orange. So what did I do? Got little shorty away from me real quick and went and round up my three buddies. They were not happy with me. I was getting roasted the whole time. I got roasted from the time that I rounded them up to the time that we got in the car, to the time that we drove off, to the time that we stopped and smoked, to the time that we got back in the car, to the time that we got to Waffle House. Now, by this time, it's like 3, 4 in the morning. Mind you, we've left this party at like, what was that, like 12:40, almost 1 o'clock? We're getting to the Waffle House at like 3:30, 3:40 in the morning. We get in, we're taking our seats, the TV is on, and what do we see? That house got shot up. Those two.
End of flashback.
You can see them, bro. We can see them. We can see it, bro. Everything doesn't deserve access to your inner energy, to that inner field of you. When you can jump on social media and watch a father of two literally get hit with what they're reporting as a 30-06 and a giant gaping hole get knocked into his neck and he's just leaking everywhere. Dude, that's not normal, bro.
I don't think this is going to help to stop the conspiracy theories.
I mean,
That right there is why people are skeptical on the official story.
And after a while, you consistently, subconsciously download material like that. Stuff like this right here gets affected. This right here gets affected. What's this, y'all? Some people call it your aura, huh? This is real. Your average black man can see this on people. My wife and I have a very, very hilarious meeting story. One that pertains to us meeting in a setting of darkness. We're not going to tell this story until we make year 10 and write a book about it. And I'll include this in the book. One thing that really made me feel at ease is once I saw her colors were right. Because I see this. I can't physically see. I can see this, though. I can actually see this on folks, on people. Different conditions make it, weird and stuff like that. Fog, I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, months, fog affects it a little bit, but not too bad. Rain, intense, heavy rain. I can still see. I think we need to just be careful about collectively. And I want y'all to also understand when your average black man comes here on this thing, this show, whatever we call this, to speak his mind, to share ideas, perspectives with you guys, I'm speaking to myself too. I'm not just telling everybody, do this, do that. Y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do that. And not thinking, oh, sir, this is applicable to you yourself. No, that would be ignorant on my part.
People just say stupid shit.
So I need to stop too. I myself need to do better in terms of just putting the phone down, man. Like at this point, man, I don't even want to get on Instagram like that, bro. It's nothing but this stuff right now.
Epstein worked for intelligence, and I'm not going to say who it was, but it was Mossad. I can't say it too much. I don't want to get into legal trouble. Let's just say he enjoyed massages.
Like this is dominating the airways. And like I just said, they are trying to modify y'all's minds to accept this as normal. They tried to with the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, the 5th edition of that, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Good. We stood up against NAMBLA. We stood up against MAPS. Excellent. Now they're trying harder. Fallen Kingdom on their last leg, ladies and gentlemen. You know it, I know it. Actually, psych. I don't know anything but the Son of Him crucified. I understand and overstand it. I don't know ish, but the Son of Him crucified. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. So for the Son of Him crucified, I understand and overstand. And I can see these folks. Be careful about what you allow to get past the gates of your soul. These eyeballs. That's why I'm about to make this real uncomfortable for some folks, bruh. That's why folks can't quit porn, right? Folks can't quit porn because sex is always subconsciously in the mind. Why? Because sex sells in America. I mean, come on, bro. I knew that at like 7 years old. Sex sells. You put a hot chick on the Corvette, everybody, oh, I need that LS. It was like, come on, bro. All right. Go to the Meacham shows. They always got girls in bikinis out there. We're inside. Why? Because sex sells. But because that adage is true, is the reason that it's subconsciously planted in so many young men's minds they can't get away from that shit, bro. They can't get away from it. Reading about this stuff over and over again, that's not normal. It's repetition. It's repetition, man. Protect your divine temple, you know. Protect that divine temple of yours, man. Because this is not normal. Our minds aren't trash cans. Every word you read enters your subconscious. Every word you read. People's nervous systems are starting to develop a tolerance to this stuff, man. Oh, yeah, man. What's new in America? Politicians, messing with little kids. What's new in America? Ha ha. Ain't no ha ha behind that, bro. Ain't no ha ha behind that. Because I know that the word speaks about not fighting against flesh and blood, but principalities and darkness, wickedness in high places. I get that, but that's the type of stuff that vexes the souls of people that know that they are here for a purpose. That's the type of stuff that vexes the spirits of people that know that they are here for a real purpose and makes them want to really go into that Constantine bag and start pitting silver and mercury and bullets and stuff and start looking for foes. Because this is not cool, bro. This ain't cool. This is the stuff that makes me call my grandma Leslie, and be like, "Ooh, I really like." Why can't we just round these guys up and just like, if we know they doing it, why can't we? Because that ain't the way. There's a right and a wrong way to do things, and I'm learning slowly that the word that, because it's not a book, it's a collection of books. So if it's a collection of book and not just a book, by definition, it's a library. It's a collection of books. What I'm learning early on in reading this collection of books is that it's about obedience. Like, it's about obedience. Just like take the forgiveness, bro. Stop being a bonehead. That's what I get from it. Everybody gets something different from it. That's what I get from it. Stop being a bonehead. Take the forgiveness, bro. I went through that. Take the forgiveness, bro. Stop being tricked and hoodwinked. So I implore everyone, man, including myself, to just put the stuff down for a little bit. Let these folks, because these ain't our platforms. We don't run these platforms, man. Um, but I do know that it's it's the final act of a falling and failing kingdom. And I do also understand, I don't know anything. I do also understand the fact that these people, these quote unquote elites, they do fear us. That's why they do all their dirt in the dark. That's why if they're gonna come kill you, they gotta do it like some little sleaze bag stuff. They're not just gonna, they're not flying direct, is what I'm saying. The quickest route to a point is straight line. They not doing that. There's a reason. They kind of can't do that. They don't really have it like that to do that. Unless you got something they really, really want. Like some oil and stuff. Now we kind of rambling. But y'all get what I'm saying, man. Y'all get what I'm saying? This is some dark stuff, man. This is this is some dark stuff. And the darkness is ramping up because it can feel that light is pushing back. No, bro. I don't accept this stuff, bro. This stuff ain't going like, because the less shocking this stuff becomes to everybody, the more familiar it becomes. If it's becoming familiar, to you, your resistance to it starts to fall. And once your resistance to it falls and it's no longer shocking to it, you've become desensitized to it. That's why, like, The Wire is a hard show for me to watch. I like The Wire for its storytelling capability, but when it gets to the gritty nature of it all, like, I mean, yeah, it's so that part is real because you can ascribe real people in your lives to the characters played in that show. How insidious that is. Oh, this isn't normal. Your average black man had to cut the return, like his return timetable had to be cut because of this right here. Just to let y'all know that we shouldn't just continue like reading all this redacted stuff through and through. Like at this point, I'm just asking when the arrest gonna start, bro. Like we know this person. All we need to know is names involved. Yeah, cool. Lock them up. There's stuff in here about politicians impregnating 11-year-olds. There's stuff in here about politicians impregnating 13-year-olds and then flying a 13-year-old somewhere to kill the baby. Yeah, I mean, bro, that's the psyop. Yeah, yeah, we couldn't get them to accept it as normal before the DSM-5 came out. Let's really make this push for it. I don't know. The average black man took quite some time off because honestly, purging from social media is really kind of good, man. It just feels good to eat some good cooked food from your crib, start your day, cold shower, mushroom coffee, a hit of the gym, letting that sunlight crank open that pineal early in the morning, throwing back some good fruit, avocados, strawberries, mangoes, good water, exercising, vitality, man. Because prosperity is my birthright. Prosperity is our birthright. Prosperity is our birthright. Vitality is maintained. Guard the gates. We are out of here. I actually appreciate my current subscribers. I appreciate y'all a lot for sticking around because, like I said, I just fell off the map, man. I'm just like, well, you gotta live real life. I'm only 30, man. I got a whole wife and everything, man. And we're trying to do this thing, man. This is like a passion project. So yeah, I try to do my best as it pertains to being more consistent this year in 2026. But let's get it, man. Let's all get stronger together. Let's all get better together. Let's all guard our gates together. Cause it's we the people. Run that Charleston clip, nigga. Cause we the media. We the media. They know it. That's why they really cranking this stuff up. This is the psyop because they understand that we the media run the clip. We out of here.
Yeah, fuck we the media.
Like and subscribe. Love you guys.